woke up this morning and I pray to the Most High. The sun is shining so bright. I'm blessed to live this life. Blessed be Yahweh. Blessed be Yahweh.
Shalawam.
Shalawam, shalawam, shalawam.
Shalawam, y'all.
Shabbat shalawam.
Shabbat shalawam. Shabbat shalawam. Shabbat shalawam.
Lord, says we're having a blessed Sabbath. All praise and honor and glory goes to the Most High.
How about Shem?
That's
That's right. I know it's been a minute. So yeah, I know the last time we was on here was a month ago. We missed the one 2 weeks ago. But all praise to the Most High, we are back and we better. But yeah, Lord willing, everybody's doing well and enduring. I'm going to read the foundational precept, 1 Peter 4:11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God. If any man minister, let him do it as of the ability which Yahweh giveth, that Yahweh in all things may be glorified. Our three house shall Mashiach, to whom we praise the man, forever and ever. Amen. So of course we want to speak the oracles of the Most High. We want to speak those things that please in His sight. Whatever thing we do, we want to praise the Most High because it is only the ability the Most High gives us to allow us to be on here. Talk about these precepts, understand these precepts. Have this platform in Hebrews 10:24, and let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. So on here, ultimately to provoke our sisters unto love and to good works, to the parents be had by Shema Shai. Quick exhortation, won't be too long, Lord willing, just on how to keep the Feast of Purim. For people that have kept, this is their first time keeping. People that don't even know what Purim is, have never heard. I don't know what Purim is. I've never heard of it. I'm new to the truth. I need help. I need guidance. So Lord willing, we're here to help y'all through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. I know for me, my very first feast day I kept was the Feast of Purim. That was the very first feast day I kept in the truth was the Feast of Purim. So I think this will be my fourth or fifth Purim.
Come on.
I think it'll be my fifth. No, I think it's my fourth or fifth. I don't know, but
one of them.
Yeah, one of them. I think it's the fifth, but I'll praise the Most High. 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 How about Shema Shema Shy? And each year, we just want to go harder and have a better feast than we did last year. So I'm going to give y'all some tips on how to buy some gifts of budget-friendly ideas, get into history a little bit, what is Purim, all of that. So I'll give it for the Yawanah I, and then we'll get started.
Come on, y'all. We're going to get into that history, why we keep Purim. Why we keep Purim and what it's about, all that good stuff. Like she said, gift ideas and yeah, one is edifying, and of course, don't forget about destruction and Nicanor. We're not going into it, but it's right before Purim, and Purim is 2 days. So the day before the first day of Purim starts is destruction and Nicanor. So lots of congregating, Lord willing, and feasting, and just a good time, and mirth and gladness.
Lots of turning up. All persons. So we're just gonna get on right into it. We're gonna go to Esther. Now we do recommend that you read the entire book of Esther before the Feast of Purim, so you can just get like all of the history of like what really went down. Because Purim, we're gonna read chapters 9 and 10, and it kind of gives you it's basically like an overview of why we keep Purim. But when you read chapters 1 through 10, and then even the additions of Esther, which can be found in the Apocrypha, which are down here, additions to Esther, even reading that, you have a better understanding. So we do recommend that. So let's say, for example, your Feast of Purim might be on the February or something. I don't know, just throwing out a number, February 15th or something. Maybe get into the book of Esther 2 to 3 weeks before. So by the time Purim comes around, you really understand why we're keeping it. I know sometimes in this truth, we we do things out of habit, but it's important to know why we're keeping these feast days, not just because, oh, my camp leader said so, but because Yahweh Shemal Shai said so, and understanding our history, who we are as a people, and why these days are important. So when we come into these feast days, these seasons, understand and know why you are keeping this feast. If somebody were to ask you, and that's why it's important to read, and we want to make sure we're studying ourselves approved. That's 1 Timothy 2:15 say, because if somebody was to ask you, well, why do you keep Purim? You want to have an answer. That's not 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, Slovakia. 2 Timothy, might be 2:15. Yeah, 2:15 reads, studies to show thyself approved, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. And I know there's another preacher that say always having an answer. Well, do you know that precept, y'all know? They may know how to answer every man. Come, 1 Peter 3:15. But sanctify the Lord God in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. So if someone were to ask you, what is the Feast of Pyramids about? Why do y'all keep that? I thought that was a Jewish holiday. You want to be able to be knowledgeable through the spirit or personified to explain why we keep it, why it's our holiday and our custom, and it's not the fake Jews over there. And that comes with reading. That comes with reading and just reading His word. And I want to get Sirach 5. Be not ignorant any matter great or small. 5:15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small. So we don't want to be ignorant. Ignorant, it just means not knowing. Okay. Ignorant means lacking education or knowledge. It just means to not know. So you want to be able to know why we keep these feast days, again, not because, oh, my husband said so. He said we have to keep it. My camp leader said we have to keep it. Of course, submit to your husband, obey your husbands and your leadership, our person most high. But most importantly, because the Most High commanded us so, the Most High told us so. So it's important to have that knowledge, um, to be able to edify other people if they ask. So I yield.
Um, my points. Yeah, definitely want to get into these feast days and knowing how and when to keep them, because you know we still got to keep these things when all hell breaks loose too. So you want to have a good understanding of, okay, we're keeping this feast day because we're remembering the times of old, and this and this happened, and we're doing a memorial for this, and it's on this day of this month, and I know what day to keep it, and how long the feast day is. All these things are important to be putting in, instilling in our minds now, and even in our children as well, because in the world, everything that was instilled was Christmas, Valentine's Day, all these other holidays that are pagan have nothing to do with the Most High. So we need to go hard for these feast days that we're supposed to keep, commanded to keep, and do it with even more zeal than we did in the world for wickedness. So if you
And I
want
was
to,
gonna say,
go
what are you gonna say?
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it's definitely important to make sure, like she said, to just make sure we're remembering these feast days, because when we were in the world, we always when we were in the world, we never forgot about when Christmas was coming. We made sure we had Christmas decorations. We made sure we had our Christmas and Thanksgiving outfit ready. Me and Lily did a Pockets episode about this. When it comes to the Lord's feast days, keeping that same energy. You got to keep that same energy, if not even more, because
Right.
we went all out for these wicked pagan holidays. So we need to be prepping in advance for the feast days, not last minute prepping, last minute shopping. The new moon is in 2 days, and you just now getting the stuff for new moon. You just now texting sisters to see what we making for new moon 2 days before. So we
Yeah.
want to make sure we have that same care that we did for with folly in the world, but even more for the Lord, because this is how we show the Lord we care, we love Him. This is our ministry. When you become a mother, and not even when you become a mother, when you wife, when you become a mother and when you become a wife, not even that, even just a feast days in general, prepping for them, planning for them. That is our ministry. That's our ministry unto the Lord, and so we don't want to slacken that. So Prep in advance. Have an idea of what you're gonna make for the feast a few days or a few weeks in advance. Like Lily said on our podcast, the episode, make sure I go catch that about keeping that same energy, making some shake on a budget about the what's. Let me just see what the episode is called because I don't know exactly what the title of the episode is called. Um, it's called Keep That Same Energy for the High Holiday. So yeah, that's episode 50. We did it about a month ago. Y'all go check that out. But something that she said was when the feast day leave, you should already be talking and figuring out what you're gonna do for the next one. You should already kind of have that in mind, not a week before, last minute stuff. Because especially when it comes to Purim, because you got to get gifts. You don't want to be getting gifts last minute, stressing out. You might need to buy something online, and Purim is in a week, and now you talking about you ain't got money for overnight, next day shipping. Of course you don't, because it's gonna be expensive.
Exactly.
So be wise, plan, prep. And then when you're doing things last minute, it takes the fun out of it. It makes it stressful. And these feasts, they're supposed to be fun. We're supposed to keep these feasts in mirth and gladness. Speaking of that, there's a demon for every feast day. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm being so for real when I tell y'all, when we keeping these feasts, and Satan's gonna come and do everything to get us out the spirit. It's a commandment to keep the feast with mirth and gladness. Let me get a precept. This is the book of, hold on, because Most High told us about tabernacles. Um, while I find this precept, you can say something. Gotta find it. Oh,
How does it go? Roughly paraphrase it if you can.
I am paraphrasing it. Just keep the feast with mirth and gladness.
Oh.
But you can go ahead if you have something you want to say while I find this.
Definitely about the everybody having, not everybody, but saying wanting to get you out of the spirit at every feast day. It could be y'all, you might be running late, you frantic and all that. Now you out the spirit. No ma'am. It could be, I don't know, maybe your plate of food fell on the floor. Now you upset. Something like anything. Satan's gonna try anything to get you out of the spirit, but like I said, we're supposed to keep the feast with mirth and gladness, and we don't want to be attending the Lord's feast days in a poopy mood. You know, everybody's like, dang, what's wrong with her? She just bringing the whole mood down. Debbie Downer over here. You don't want to be that person, because
bringing all your problems.
Right. You spreading spirit to the whole congregation.
Right. Yeah.
And everybody like, dang, like, this is usually mean mugging folks and bumping into people, and it's not fun. It's much more enjoyable when everybody's in the spirit, everybody's having a good time, especially Purim. Purim's one of my favorites. One of my favorites. You know, you got gifts, you get to see people's reactions when they open your gift. You're like, oh my gosh,
so much joy.
Right, and they love it, and it's everything. And Lord, when we can get into some good gift ideas too. And it don't gotta be nothing crazy expensive. It don't gotta be, you know, bought your sister a TV, you know.
Buying your daughter a car.
Right.
Now, okay. By all means, if you have older children and you got money like that, I ain't gonna tell you how you should do it, but we doing it budget friendly over here.
Hey, yeah, definitely. You know, alms delivered from death. So by all means, if you want to do it up, you can do it like that. Hey, do it by all means. But it can be as simple as $25 gift card to you know that sister's favorite restaurant. She like to go to Applebee's or something. It could be something simple as that. But Lord willing, sisters can start getting in their minds because I think if I'm not mistaken, people are going to start celebrating next month or in March, early March, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the time now. There's January leading into so-called February to be thinking about, okay, I'm gonna get this many people these gifts, and try to be mindful. One second. So I can. But Lord willing, try to be mindful, and try to, me personally, I want to make sure that everybody has some if I can. But I know everybody don't got it like that. But it could be as simple as literally making a dish. Making a dish. Hey everybody, I bought some cake from everybody, or I got everybody some notebooks and some pens from the Dollar Tree. Simple. That's everybody gotta take notes. Get you some pens, about a pack of pens, and buy some highlighters. But we'll get into it a little bit. Did you find
Also, like everybody's not. It's not always going. Some people want to give like big, great gifts, and they don't have the money to give it to every single person. So I know even with bigger camps, something that's more, you know, that's better is doing like a drawing names type of thing. So that way everybody do get something, and you get a budget. So for example, we did spin the wheel last year, and we put everybody's name on there, and that's basically how we assigned okay who got who. We probably not gonna do that this year though, because it's only literally like three sisters, so we could just each get each other something, Lord willing. But um, like yeah, like for example, y'all could do like y'all could put like names on a popsicle stick, put them in a cup, and pick names. So let's say okay, it's a name written on there that says Martin. Okay, let's say brother. Okay, let's do Gina. Okay, Gina and sister Abigail picks up Gina. Okay, sister Abigail has to get Gina a gift. And let's say sister Susanna, she picks up sister's Abigail name. Okay, Susanna has to get Abigail a gift. And so on and so forth. So, or you could do spin the wheel. But that's also another idea. Because everybody's not going to always be able to get everybody a gift. So that's a way for everybody to get a gift, and to keep it in your pocket, budget friendly. And they'll say you might do a budget of $20, might do a budget of 50. Um, so yeah, I mean, it just depends on your camp, the size of it. Some camps are smaller where you're able to get everybody a gift. And operational side, you can do like budget friendly ways, go into stores like Five or Below, or stores like what's the Five and Below knockoff store? Not I don't call it knockoff because it's a good store. It's called like
Pop Shelf?
Pop Shelf. That you could go there. They have a lot of cute stuff there. Five and Below, Dollar Tree. I'm tell y'all doing little gift baskets. Let's say you do want to get a gift for everyone, doing little gift basket ideas like that. Could be, budget friendly. You need even getting stuff off Temu, okay?
Okay.
If you're not a Temu shopper, that's your business, but Temu got some good stuff, okay?
It's got to be in advance though, because like the time is now. Because you don't want to.
Yeah, I know. That's what we're talking. Yeah, make sure you order in advance. I know we talked about earlier. If you're gonna order something, make sure you do it in advance. But yeah, if you are gonna go in person, regardless, do it in advance. Regardless if you're doing it in person or not doing it, if you shopping in person or online, do it in advance. Regardless. But yeah, so yeah.
I remember when we did that. It's really fun too, because it's just really fun because when you do it the way that sister was explaining, when you do like the picking the sticks or spin the wheel, whatever, randomize it, it kind of makes it a little more interesting. It might be a sister, you might not have really bonded on that level like that for. You might have to think outside the box, talk to that sister a little bit more, it can provoke you into good work. So that's definitely a good idea.
Yeah, it's
Um,
fun.
hmm
You might have to ask somebody, oh, what does she like? I don't know what she likes.
Right, right. And then it causes you to pay more attention to them too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I see that sister. She stayed with the jury. Maybe I'm gonna get her some jewelry from Purim. Yeah.
She always talking about how she love her tea. Maybe I can buy her a pack of tea. $4
Mm-hmm.
at the store.
Telling you, simple.
Yeah, it's just real simple stuff. Definitely, like she said, provokes you to be more mindful and just cautious. Like, oh, okay, she have been saying lately how she wanted to, I don't know, get this jacket. I might get her the jacket. So
Mm-hmm. Oh, she
just throwing
said that
ideas out
she needed some more modest clothing. Let me go to this
there.
Ross. Hit up this
She
Ross
did.
and find a
Mm-hmm.
nice jacket
She
or
did
not
say,
jacket,
oh,
dress for her.
I'm cutting you off.
I hear that.
My bad. I thought you were gonna stop.
It's okay. It's okay. Because
But but yeah, she did say she needed some more fringes, you know. So yeah, pay attention, man. But yeah, make it fun. Make it fun. Don't just be doing no last minute throwing together crap, and could have gave that person a better gift. Okay,
right.
because in a sense, this is giving alms, and you want to make sure that you're doing it wholeheartedly. And you can see my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. Um, whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it thy might. For there's no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest. So, God, everything you set your hand out to do it your might. Don't, like we said, don't be last minute with the Lord's feast days. Last minute throwing together gifts. Last minute planning for the feast. I know we be busy, and I know we have things going on, and I know we have bills. So maybe put aside $15 every week. Let's say Purim is in February for most people, February, March. Okay, let's say around December, January, you put aside maybe $20 to $30 every paycheck, and so that way, by the time Purim comes, you got maybe like $80 to $100 to spend, and you ain't got to necessarily have that much money. Because you might get somebody and your budget is $25, but just put aside some type of money, even if it's $10 a day or it's like $10 a week, $15 a week. Have a little money, a little spending money aside, so when Purim come, you're able to already have a gift, and you're not last minute trying to scramble, taking money out your savings to try to get a gift for somebody. That's why we say plan in advance.
Right.
Maybe maybe 2 months before Purim. And oh shoot, yeah, we need to get on it. Maybe because last year what we did, we tried to know who we getting a gift for like a month in advance. So I
Mm-hmm.
already know if y'all have a big camp and y'all gonna pick names, I already know who you getting a gift for weeks in advance. But
Right.
if y'all have like a pretty small tight camp, then I'm pretty sure you probably get everybody a gift, like the sisters a gift. Like I said, it's only 3 sisters in our camp, so it's just 2 people I would have to give a gift for. That's what I'm saying. So I already know who I'm getting it for. So but yeah, so and I wanted to get First Peter 4 and 8, and above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. So,
Mm-hmm.
and also want to get Tobit 4 and 12. No, Tobit 4 and 8. If thou I'm sorry, 7. Give alms of thy substance, and when thou givest alms, let not thine eye be envious, neither turn thy face from any poor. And the face of Yahweh shall not be turned away from thee. If thou hast abundance, give alms accordingly. If thou have but a little, be not afraid to give according to that little. For thou layest up a good treasure for thyself against the day of necessity, because that alms do deliver from death, and suffer not to come into darkness. For alms is a good gift, all that give it in the sight of the Most High. So alms deliver from death, all praise to the Most High. So this gift giving feast day is alms. And so make sure you're doing it with all your might, wholeheartedly unto the Lord, and you not have ASS in it. Don't have ASS the Lord's feast days. I'm just gonna throw this gift together. They better be grateful, whatever I ain't have to give them nothing. So don't have that mindset. So
Right.
oh yeah, and I did find a precept. I really don't think this is like it's another one, but this is Deuteronomy um 16 and 13, 11. No. 14. And thou shalt rejoice in thy feast, thou and thy son and thy daughter and thy manservant and thy maidservant and the Levite, the stranger and the fatherless and the widow that were within thy gates. So we want to rejoice in our feast. That is a commandment. Although this is talking about tabernacles, it's still a commandment to rejoice in your feast. So again, come to the feast day in good spirits. Whatever problems you have, leave that stuff at the door, leave that stuff at home. Come to the feast day in good spirits, because how I see it is the Most High didn't have to wake you up. The Most High didn't have to wake none of us up. Don't come to the Lord's feast days in a pissy attitude.
Right.
It's a blessing to be invited to the Lord's feast. The Most High invited us to His feast. We're only able to keep these because He woke us up. So keep the feast with gladness, man. This is First Maccabees 4:58. This was their very great gladness among the people, for that the reproach of the heathen was put away. Moreover, Judas ordained his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained. So like moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year by the space of 8 days from the 25th day of the month Caslu with mirth and gladness. So again, also this is talking about dedication. It's still the same concept. Keep the feast with mirth and gladness. This is what it means to be mirth. Mirth definition. It means amusement, especially as expressed in laughter, high spirits, cheerfulness, cheer, hilarity. Let's see what gladness means. Pleased, delighted, happy, overjoyed,
Yeah.
extremely happy, ecstatic,
Okay.
thrilled. It says in seventh heaven.
Okay.
Look, this is out of the look.
Not depressed.
You're supposed to come dance. You turn on, do the Cupid shuffle, do something. We're not keeping the Lord's feast sad, crying. And I know sometimes we're always like we have stuff going on, and even it's not the best feeling when you're not able to congregate. Like if you're long distance, you might not have a body. Still try to rejoice, because at least you're able to keep the feast. I know when I was long distance in my head and I wasn't able to congregate, I would be sad about it at first, but then most I just kind of put my spirit, man, at least I'm able to keep the feast. So I would turn on some music. I'd be dancing. I have my little wine, whatever. I be turned by myself. Okay. Me and the angels, we be turned up enough. Hey, so turn up, dance, put on some music. Hey, hit the 2-step. Yeah, get lit. I know when we kept our new moon one time in the summer, it was me, Yawanah I, and another sister, and we kept it outside this particular day. I don't know why, but we did.
Oh man.
And I had plugged up the aux, man. We was out there, we were hitting we was doing
the Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy, we was doing the everything. We were crunk out there.
Okay.
Turn, all praise to the Most High. So turn up, man. Dance, get out your shell. Don't be the sister that's sitting down just quiet. Yeah, I'm just to myself. I don't want to
on your phone.
I'm shy. We're not doing shy. Okay, the Lord's not doing but you being shy on the feast days. Turn up, okay? Go mingle. Okay, have a good time in righteousness. That's what these feast days are for. These feast days are really an escape, man. This is the joy, the break we get from this hellhole we're in captivity. The Most High gives us these feast days to relax, to have fun, to turn up. Take full advantage of these days. Put aside the burdens, put aside work. Don't worry about that stuff. We partying all night because we like to party. We like to party. So in righteousness, turn up for these feast days.
I got a precept really quick. 2 Corinthians 9:7. Just going into just having a cheerful spirit and being cheerful when giving. Just like sister was saying, you don't want to do it last minute and it's just here they should be grateful anyway. I gave them a pack of gum and a card and I called it a day. Like, no, you want to get excited, just like you was excited for Christmas. Oh yeah, I got my mama these new pair of UGG boots and some stuff from Bath and Body Works or something, whatever. You want to be having more energy towards this because this is in righteousness.
Mm-hmm.
And this is 2 Corinthians 9:7. It reads, "Every man according as he purposeth in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver." So don't
Mm.
be in that spirit to where you're like, oh well, it is Purim, we gotta give gifts. I'm just doing this because it's the commandment. No, the Most High don't. He don't want that. He don't want that. He don't want that. And I'm sure nobody having to receive the gift from you wants that spirit either way. You can keep it. You can keep it. So every man according to the purposes that as he purposes in his heart, so let him give. So make sure taking this time right now to reflect, make sure we're in the right spirit. We should be examining daily anyways, but making sure you're not doing any of the Lord's feast days grudgingly or of necessity. Oh yeah, I'm keeping this. I don't want to be destroyed. Let me just keep. No, you should be excited to keep it, glad to keep it, happy to have a day or two or three off of work if you can.
Although, yeah, exactly. So like, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'll finish.
Okay, that was a mighty point she brought up. Like we were saying earlier, I keep it because my husband said I had to, and my camp leader. No, we're keeping it. I don't want to get destroyed. The Most High, He knows your heart. People always like say, "God love my heart." You right? He sure do. He
Mm-hmm.
do, and He knows if you're not sincere. The Lord knows if you just doing it because somebody told you to. You don't really care about it. You're not really happy about it. The Lord knows. The Most High, and honestly, it's like if you're gonna do the Lord's feast is like that, who's to say He has to keep us in this truth? I invited you to my feast day. You coming to my feast acting like that, acting like you don't want to do it, like it's a burden and it's grievous to get together for my feast and a plan. You don't got no. And another thing about the feast days, you have to have good hospitality.
Yeah.
Even in general, not even feast day related. Have good hospitality. Nobody wants to come to your home and they don't feel welcome.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't offer them no water. Do you want some water? Because there's everything I can get for you. Or we got this over here. The food will be ready in a minute. Have good hospitality on these feast days and in general. Because if we showing up to the Lord's feast and like she said, we doing not a necessity. Oh, I got to do it because I got to. Oh my gosh, I don't got it, man. Purim, bro, I get on my nerves. I got to do all this planning, all this gift shopping. I hate shopping for gifts. That's like a slap in the face to the Lord. It's like I woke you up out of darkness and you can't even be joyful about my feast. You can't even have you can't even be thankful I woke you up. You making it seem like you can complain. Okay, well, hell, you ain't got to keep them. The door. Most I can sift us out the truth. So it's like, don't do the Lord like that. As the Lord gonna get up with you for that. So be sincere. Be sincere. And I want to get. I don't know if I spelled that right.
You didn't. It's okay. Mm-hmm.
1 Peter 4:9. Use hospitality one to another without grudging. Let's see what that word grudging means.
Mm-hmm.
Grudging. Given, granted, or allowed only reluctantly or resentfully. Forced. Doing it because you got to. Unwilling. Bitter. Sour. Opposite.
Reluctant.
What'd you say?
I said reluctant.
Reluctant.
Do it for real. Sulking. I can't believe I just spent my $20. You know what I could have did with my $20?
I needed that for the bills, bruh. Damn the bills, okay? That's what we're saying. Plan in advance, so that way you don't have to mess up, your finance. Like plan in advance, so that way your bills can get paid on time, but also making sure you have the gifts as well, because that's just as important. It's just as important.
Right.
That's what I was saying. Make sure you get like your gifts in advance. Have an idea of what you're gonna get already. But kind of use hospitality one to another without grudging. Let's see what hospitality means. Hospitality, the friendly and generous reception, entertainment of guests, visitors, or strangers. Synonyms: welcome, making people feel welcomed, friendliness, sociability. So when we come to these feasts, we should be social amongst one another, not feeling like you don't want to be here, you really want to stay to yourself, you don't really want to be bothered, you coming there with a stink attitude. Nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to deal with people that don't make them feel welcome. Nobody wants to deal with people that you can. And look, we in this truth, we sense spirits, okay? We can pick up on energy. We know when we don't feel welcome. We know when people don't want to be there. We know when somebody's spirit down. You put on we sense spirits. We're in the truth. We can pick up on this type of stuff, especially if the Most High got you with a heavy discernment gift. So it's like be mindful of the spirit you're coming in, and make sure, like, if you're hosting for the feast, make sure you have that good hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of,
Anyway, bro.
yeah,
Anyway,
hospitality
bro.
in general for sure.
It don't even gotta be your house. Shoot, something I try my best to do when I'm going to other sisters' houses and whoever house. Try to say, hey, do you need help with
How
anything? I
can
can
I
wash
help
these
you?
dishes, or can I speak? Can I something
Exactly.
something.
Can I
You
help
might
pass out
get
plates?
right. Do you need help passing out food? Do you need me to cook something? Do you
Do you want me to get the
something?
children settled? You want me to help get their plates ready? Do you want me to set up there where they gonna sit at?
Right. So
Mm-hmm.
that's just going into love. And we
Mm-hmm.
show that we love the Most High by how we treat our brothers and sisters. It's plain.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't you're not happy to give a little gift. You're not happy to show up at the feast day, congregate at the feast day. Oh well, it's not in Leviticus 23, so
That's typical law.
I'm not really trying to do that because it's not in Leviticus. No, you gotta. That just goes into the history. That just goes into the history because if you have that spirit on you and you reading it and you're seeing, okay, the Most High delivered our people. This is a hard time for our people. We had a target on our backs. You know, Esther, she threw up that fast. This is a time of joy and gladness over our enemies. They try to destroy us. Wicked Haman.
Mm-hmm. It's like, why
And
would you
this is
not want to keep that? Why would you not want to
right.
keep that in honor of your foreparents? You don't think Christ kept it? You don't think
Okay.
Christ acknowledged it? The Feast of Dedications ain't in the law, and Christ kept that. That's in the book of John.
Exactly.
And so it's like, just because
Exactly.
it's not in the law, still keep it.
Exactly. You
I was
don't
gonna say
want to.
something else.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I just can't remember. But go ahead.
I was gonna say just imagine you in that spirit and Esther. I'm pretty sure Esther's back on Earth. We just gonna say that right now. We don't know who Esther is. We don't remember the times of old, but just imagine you in a funky spirit for Purim. And she's like, dang, well, I fasted. I did this for the people through the prosperity. How about Shemir Shai? And this sister right here, she don't care. It's basically what you're saying. You don't care. When you give grudgingly, when you do things out of necessity and not out of sincerity of heart, it's a slap in the face to the Most High, Yawanah I, our foremothers, Esther, and any of the feast days.
It is slapping the face because it's something I've heard a brother say in a video, and something that is true though. Most of all of our feast days are based on our deliverance.
Yep.
Tabernacles, Passover, destruction of Nicanor, Purim. Most of all of our feast days are surrounded by us being delivered, and so it's like when we don't really show that care and joy for the feast, it's kind of like a slap in the face, like you said, not only to the Most High, but to the mighty brothers and sisters that sacrificed their lives to save our nation. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like, dang, like I could have stayed where I was at. Ungrateful Negroes. So it's like, you know,
Right.
in honor of our foreparents, in honor of Habashim Shai, we want to keep it in mirth and gladness. And I also something what I was going to say, what I remembered now, our praises is that a lot of us don't know how to have hospitality because we weren't raised with that, and
Mm-hmm.
so you have to grow to get to that. And that comes with prayer and fasting and continue to put the old woman off. So I don't want sisters to feel bad, but we do want to provoke one another to good works and making sure we're moving in the spirit arches for others. Because a lot of us, we don't know how to be hospitable. We don't know how to, really serve because we didn't grow up serving. We came to the Christians. We was ready to get served. Hey, where my plate at? Okay. I'm not coming here to do nothing. Where is my plate?
Okay.
Eat,
I'm at home. I'm
all
not
that.
at home.
Okay, F them kids. I'm not helping nobody kids. I'm coming to show my outfit and have a good time and eat and get drunk and I'm leaving. That's the mindset a lot of us had, how we moved in the world. And so it's like when we come into this truth, we don't really know how to serve others. That's why we have to continue to be molded into that new woman, put off the old woman, and ask the Most High for guidance to help us tap into our femininity and how our righteous foremothers were, how to move according to the Bible.
Right.
So, without further ado, are we gonna go ahead and read Esther if you want to do that?
Come on.
Okay, so we're gonna read Esther's chapter 9 and 10. Like we said, we recommend you go ahead and just read the whole book before Purim, so you can really understand, have history on why we keep this feast. So I'll read chapter 9, and kind. So All right. Now, in the 12th month, that is the month of Dar, on the 13th day of the same, when the king's commandment and his decree drew near to be put in execution, and the day that the enemies of the Jews hoped to have power over them, though it was turned to the contrary, that the Jews had ruled over them that hated them. The Jews gathered themselves together in their cities throughout all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus to lay hand on such as sought their hurt, and no man could withstand them, for the fear of them fell upon all people. And all the rulers of the provinces, and the lieutenants, and the deputies, and officers of the king helped the Jews, because the fear of Mordecai fell upon them. For Mordecai was great in the king's house, and his fame went out throughout all the provinces, for this man Mordecai waxed greater and greater. Thus the Jews smote all their enemies with the stroke of the sword, and slaughter and destruction did what they would unto those that hated them. And in Shushan the palace the Jews slew and destroyed 500 men, and Parshadantha, and Dalphon, and Aspatha, and Poratha, and Adalia, and Arvadatha, and Parmashatha, and Arvasai, and Aradai, and Vajasatha. So, like if I'm butchering these, the 10 sons of Haman, the son of Hamadatha, the enemy of the Jews, slew they, but on the spoil laid they not their hand. On that day, the number of those that were slain in Shushan the palace was brought before the king. And the king said unto Esther the queen, the Jews have slain and destroyed 500 men in Shushan the palace, and the 10 sons of Haman. What have they done in the rest of the king's provinces? Now what is thy petition, and it shall be granted thee, or what is thy request farther, it shall be done. Then said Esther, if it please the king, let it be granted to the Jews which are in Shushan to do tomorrow as also according unto this day's decree, and let Haman's 10 sons be hanged upon the gallows. Period. She would that. Mm-hmm. And the king commanded it so to be done, and the decree was given at Shushan, and they hanged Haman's 10 sons. For the Jews that were in Shushan gathered themselves together on the 14th day also the month of Dar, and slew 300 men at Shushan, but on the prey they laid not their hand. But the other Jews that were in the king's provinces gathered themselves together and stood for their lives, and had rest from their enemies, and slew of their foes 75,000, but they laid not their hands on the prey. On the 13th day of the month of Dar, and on the 14th day of the same, rested they, and made a day of feasting and gladness. See that? Mm-hmm. Of what now? Not sadness, not madness, not anxiousness, gladness. Mm-hmm. But the Jews that were at Shushan assembled together on the 13th day thereof, and on the 14th thereof, and on the 15th day of the same, they rested and made it a day of feasting and gladness. Therefore, the Jews of the villages that dwelt in the unwalled towns made the 14th day of the month of Dar a day of feasting. So, like, it made the 14th day of the month of Adar a day of gladness and feasting, and a good day. And a good day, not a bad day. Oh, I had a bad day at work. No, leave that stuff at the door. And of sending portions one to another. And Mordecai wrote these things and sent letters unto all the Jews that were in all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus, both nigh and far, to establish this among them, that they should keep the 14th day of the month of Dar and the 15th day of the same yearly, as the days wherein the Jews rested from their enemies, and the month which was turned unto them from sorrow to joy, and from mourning unto a good day, that they should make them days of feasting and joy, and of sending portions one to another, and gifts to the poor. So before I forget, Purim is also a great time to do something for the poor. It's a great time to go out there, give some food to the poor, give them some clothing, give them some hygiene, some canned goods, maybe some nice Bible verses, some note cards with the Bible verse and encouraging words. Mm-hmm. And the Jews undertook to do as they had begun, and as Mordecai had written unto them. Because Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, the enemy of all the Jews, had devised against the Jews to destroy them, and had cast Pur, that is the lot, to consume them and to destroy them. So the Feast of Purim is also called the Feast of Lots as well. Because, again, that's why we say go read on why we keep Purim. Because a lot happened from chapters 1-8, okay? A lot happened. So what he was finna do, Haman, that wicked, nasty
demon.
Yes, demon, devil, devilish, demonic human being, animal. What he was finna do, they cast a lot. They was finna get us gone, but we did unto them what they thought to do unto us. The scripture said. Yep. But when Esther came before the king, he commanded by letters that his wicked device, which he devised against the Jews, should return upon his own head, and that he and his son should be hanged on the gallows. Wherefore they called these days Purim after the name of Pur. Therefore all the words of this letter and of that which they had seen concerning the matter and which had came unto them. The Jews ordained and took upon them and upon their seed and upon all such as joined themselves unto them, so as it should not fail, that they would keep these 2 days according to their writing and according to their appointed time every year, and that these days should be remembered and kept throughout every generation, every family, every province, and every city, and that these days of Purim should not fail from among the Jews, nor the memorial of them perish from their seed. Then Esther the queen, the daughter of Abihail, and Mordecai the Jew wrote with all authority to confirm the second letter of Purim. And he sent the letters to all the Jews to the 120 of 7 provinces of the kingdom of Ahasuerus with words of peace and truth, to confirm these days of Purim in their times appointed, according as Mordecai the Jew and Esther the queen had enjoined them, and as they had decreed for themselves and for their seed the matters of their fastings and their cry. And the decree of Esther confirmed these matters of Purim, and it was written in the book. Chapter 10. And the king of Ahasuerus laid a tribute upon the land and upon the isles of the sea, and all the acts of his power and of his might, and the declaration of the greatness of Mordecai were unto the king against him, are they not written in the book of the chronicles of the kings of Media and Persia? For Mordecai the Jew was next unto King Ahasuerus, and great among the Jews, and accepted of the multitude of his brethren, seeking the wealth of his people, and seeking peace to all his seed. I totally forgot. That's why it's important to read that. You want to make sure you do something for the poor too. So, maybe make some. I know usually every year what we do, we didn't do it last year because I was pregnant and we didn't know if she would come that day or not. So we was trying to be cautious and we want to be in Atlanta and then just never know. But I know in the past we've done like goodie bags and just went and gave them out to the poor. The homeless event we've done. So you can do that. Make some goodie bags, some sandwiches, and just take them out to the poor, of our nation. Take them out there. It's homeless people everywhere. So take them out there, give some stuff to the poor. Be kind.
Definitely. Gotta remember the poor, especially right now. It's cold. You don't know what outside. Pretty much everywhere in the United States. Well, I don't know about the West Coast, but most of the United States it's cold. So definitely remember to throw up the prayers for Israelites that are homeless out there on the streets, having to endure the elements, cold, snow, winds. It takes literally nothing, to help them out. I'm sure most of us probably got canned goods in our cabinets or something that's been sitting there for months and months and months, shirts and stuff that you can't wear or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure most of us have note cards or pieces of paper. It's free to write down some encouraging words to uplift them. And I'm pretty sure most of the time, there's a good amount of food at the feast days, all praise to the Most High, and there's usually always leftover. So instead of maybe making 2, 3, 4, 5 to-go plates and taking it home, you make to-go plate for the homeless, and send it out to them, whoever you see. Just the little things, and they'll appreciate that. And again, with cheerful and gladness, not just because it says to give to the poor. Oh, here, take it. You kind of throw the plate out the window and then keep going. No. Treat them as you would want to be treated if you were in that situation, because it's nothing for the Most High to put us in their shoes, and it's a blessing for the Most High to even have mercy on us, for us to have homes, for us to have food to eat, for us to have heat, blankets, clothes, hoodies, whatever it is. So, definitely make sure to show that love and that light of Yawanah I, because we do represent the Most High when we go out there and speak to the poor. And
So in another translation, sending portions, it says, on this day they have parties and give presents to each other, or sending gifts of food to each other. So, giving gifts amongst the members of camp and definitely doing something for the poor. Like she said, Most High it's just His mercy that we're not homeless, and you never know how the Most High can turn those tables if we're not giving those alms and looking out for the poor. The Most High don't play about the poor, the fatherless, and the widows. He don't play about them.
All right.
So treat them with love, treat them with care and gentleness. And you never know who could be angel. Angels unawares, man. So now we're just gonna go get y'all a little gift ideas, and I'm pretty sure we'll probably be done.
And we can get into some gift ideas for the men as well, for the sisters who have husbands. Or if you want to give your elder a gift or something like that.
Christmas, what? For sister.
We're gone. And even your kids, the little ones, get them excited, get them engaged. They don't do Christmas. Hopefully, they're not doing Christmas. So this is the time so if you're one of them people that's kind of hell bent on giving your kids gifts, hey, this is the time to go all out. You got 2 days. You don't get 2 days of Christmas.
Okay. And look, we are not setting up trees and putting Purim gifts underneath.
No, that's complete madness.
We're not doing that. It's madness.
The Most High knows. The Most High knows the spirit you're working in. So.
Okay, I assume these are free. Okay, I'm going to just read them. DIY gift.
He's a real sister.
I know, but
not like a big sister, but sibling. Go ahead.
I know that.
Okay. Go ahead, my bad.
Shopping spree, homemade meal. Okay, no housework. Hey, since I'm about to pull up, I'm finna come get the kids. Well, I'm finna pull up. I'm finna come clean the house. I'm gonna play with the kids, and you just sit in the bed and relax. Beauty night, a little spa night. Okay, I don't really like these.
But you could do that though. The spa day, you can buy a little foot spa thing if you got it like that. Buy the sister some Epsom salt. That could be like a little basket. If she already has like a little spa thing, you can just buy some Epsom salt, some bath bombs. Some sisters like that. Some smell good, some shea butter, exfoliation, body scrub. All that good stuff.
Okay, so you got a cozy home basket. Maybe some socks, a scarf, homemade cookies, and a candle. A hygiene gift basket. You might have a bath bomb, another candle, like a little body scrub, body wash. For the sisters that like wine, maybe get her a little wine basket with a little champagne, a wine glass, a coffee basket idea. Got a coffee mug, the coffee drink, some coffee beans, and dark roast. I like this. This is an ice cream basket. You got all the toppings, and what is this? Okay, you got sprinkles, toppings. Ooh, you'd have made a homemade waffle cone with a waffle cone maker. Ooh, makeup basket for sisters that like makeup. No, it's not a sin. So if your husband allow it, this is a ray of sunshine basket. Okay, so you got some Burt's Bees, makeup bag, a little mug glass, a fall basket. Might have a fall colored sweater in there, some fall scented candles. Okay. Ooh, oversizable blanket fleece hoodie. That looks so comfortable.
Don't it?
Okay. Drinks and snacks.
Not the beer.
Okay, we don't do that.
That's a good one for men.
That is. Let me go back to it. Yeah.
So if your husband's like mine, loves beer, I might have to, put this in my arsenal. Look like a beer bouquet with some nuts and.
I was trying to look at the details, but yeah.
It just look like nuts.
It looks like some stuff you can get at like the like at the farmer's market.
Yeah.
or like the healthy section in the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A pamper me. Ooh, we chocolates, the scrubs, the little gloves, the exfoliating scrub gloves, all that. You do a color theme basket. Do all things. Get all stuff that is colored red. If you're getting something for your mom, maybe get your mom a gift basket. Um. Ooh, if you have a husband that loves sports, get him a sports
Yes.
basket, some of his favorite items, like his favorite team. I know my
Mm-hmm.
dad's favorite team is Cowboys, so anytime I got him a gift, it was always a Cowboy gift all the time.
That is about the thing.
So y'all get the gist. You could get
Um,
a gift. Look at that. You could get a gift and fit everything in a mug. Some soap. You them lotions right there be about $3 at Bath and Body Works.
mm-hmm.
So these some good
Yeah, look
ideas, y'all.
around. Yeah, look around. Places we
Oh,
have the
this is so
sales,
cute for
man.
your husband. A year first, y'all first wedding, y'all uh first baby, your first time keeping a feast together.
That thing say your next baby.
Oh, okay.
It's full of alcohol, so that might be. That might be. There go the
Okay.
tea.
Mm-hmm.
Tea, rose water, calendars,
Some
planners.
school. Maybe you can give her a calendar, some encouraging words to keep going. So maybe give her some stuff that she could do like a self-care day when she's overwhelmed with school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go to the men's. We don't do boyfriend, husband. Okay. Okay. Valentine. No, I didn't say Valentine's.
What about that one? Oh, never mind. Men are really, if you think about it.
You said what?
I said men are really easy. I think sometimes as women we kind of overthink it because we're not men, but it's really easy. Men, they
Men's like
like
socks, drawers, cologne, and food. White
okay.
t-shirts.
They always that's facts though. They always need socks. They always need drawers. They always need undershirts
I'm
or
telling
white
you,
t-shirts, like the sister said, black t-shirts. They're very
them wife
plain.
beaters.
Yep.
I don't
You
know why
can
they're
have
called wife beaters because ain't nobody beating their wife. That's madness. I think
yeah.
is it a white beater?
No, it's a wife beater. It's because they I think it's because mostly men who never mind. Never
That's
mind.
madness. That's
That is
madness. But yeah. So we're not gonna call them that anymore. We just gonna call them tank tops. Okay,
TikTok, yeah.
the tank tops. But yeah, anytime I would give my husband a gift, he always gives some socks and drawers.
Or gym shorts,
Mm-hmm.
you know, fringed shirts. You know, they're
Mm-hmm.
real simple. You can get them in a shofar if you're trying to, get a
Bible.
some
Men
study.
always Yeah, men are the teachers, so they always need highlighters. They always need journals. They always need note cards. They always need an extra Bible.
Yeah,
They always need drawers. They always need socks. But they like food, and if your husband like to drink, he want a beer or he
yeah,
want a bottle of wine. I mean, men are simple.
yeah.
You can even okay. So when I used to in the world, I used to look up these. I used to do stuff like this, and I actually did this in the truth too. I made my husband a customized blanket on one of these customized gift websites. Um, but then they took the website down.
Praise Most High, sis.
But our person was high. Let me go back. But you can really find anything.
Etsy too, but you gotta do it in advance. I don't know how the timing
Yeah,
with the shipping is, but
do everything in advance. But yeah, you can any type of website. You can go where you can design your own anything. But let me show y'all the blanket that I got my head that he does not even freaking use.
it's okay.
Okay, so I made this on a like a one of them gift websites, and it's a letter blanket, and it looks like a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Okay, so it looks like this, and it's so cozy and comfy. And he just forgot about his little blanket, but it said "To my Lord," and then a little love letter on there that I'm not gonna read.
How sweet.
So yeah, y'all can even do if you got it like that. You could do something like that for your husband. I've always liked to. Oh, see, that's a spirit. I got that from Personalization Mall. So the
Yeah.
website we was just on that's called Personalization Mall. That's where I got this. So if you
Mm.
got it like that, you could even do something like that for like one of your sisters or for your husband. If you got like that, you can do something like that. I've always, just me personally, I've always loved doing customized gifts like that because I never really knew what to give people. Like I never knew what type of gifts to give people, so I would just customize it and like make it like kind of make it like their own. You know what I mean?
And they do
Like
shirt.
like a never forget, never like so unique. I'll never forget the day you gave me this gift and how pretty and customized it was. Made it just for me. So
We got 50% off.
they always got some good deals now.
Mugs. I did that for my parents. When I announced my pregnancy to them, I made them their own mugs, Gigi and G Daddy. So definitely, me personally, you don't have to, but me personally, I'm thinking about trying to get my parents something for Purim, just because you know I want to show them that trying to be that light. You don't have to do Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
you still want to make your parents feel loved and special and stuff like that. Not mimicking Christmas, but showing that this is the right way to do it. I do care about you, love you, all that good fuzzy stuff.
Thank you for that idea. Now I got to give my parents something, Lord willing.
Come, Lord willing. And their parents, they're really easy. They anything you give them, they're gonna be
Oh my baby, you didn't have to do that. You so sweet,
okay. They'll remember it forever and keep it forever.
baby.
So, and
I know.
definitely. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say if sisters have children, this is the time to go all out. Children are simple too, depending on the age, but do, you do little gift baskets. I'll probably do Sesame Street for my daughter. What do kids like? Paw Patrol, uh,
Bluey.
Bluey, stuff like that. You can look, go to Walmart. I'm sure it's a million toys, a million coloring books, a million whatever, related to that. See that? Sheets, post-it,
Coloring book. Paw Patrol sippy cup.
right. Get into it. Make it special try to make it special for everybody if you have the means to, you know.
Make it special what you got. Definitely. Um, Pecan. So I'm just gonna go through these real quick. Um, if your husband like construction. Um, so yeah, y'all can look on Pinterest and get ideas too. Stanley snacks. Yeah, most as y'all see, like soap, spray, snacks, floss, cologne.
Beard oils, your husband might be
Yes.
into the beard
Yep,
oil,
yep.
taking
Make
care
him
of
one of his favorite meals. Some slippers, a gift card for one of his favorite restaurants or one of his favorite stores to shop at. It's just so many ideas out here, y'all. And then
right,
we're
right.
gonna quickly go through this for kids. It's okay, mama. It's all right, baby. Um, she got this at Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, we have some stuff now. You can make some stuff work.
Coloring
Especially for
book,
kids.
toys, Things to put in the gift basket: bubble popping fidgets, coloring books, small toys, small character figures, Barbies, cars, army men, sports ball, cards, small games, crayons, markers, construction paper, Play-Doh, squish ball animals. Them kids they ain't gonna never forget that basket.
Okay.
So much different stuff to put in here.
You're gonna be like, I love Purim.
And you know, of course, if this is a girl, you can do stuff like tea set, play princess jewels, dollhouse collection, dolls, beads, or no beads so they don't choke on them, depending on the age.
Right.
But yeah, just go to Walmart, man. Go to the kids section, and just you'll find all type of stuff. But did you have anything else?
Lord willing, this was edifying, and you know, sisters get excited. These feast days are coming back around. You know, we had a little break from Feast of Dedications. You know, we got new moons, and then we got Destruction in Nicanor, which is also very important. Also, another story of deliverance of our people from wicked Nicanor in the times of the Maccabees. So, definitely be in the book of Maccabees, in the book of Esther, and just knowing what you're celebrating. You know, be not ignorant in anything, great or small. And yeah, just get ready to turn up, y'all. Pray the will y'all have beautiful feast days coming up. And oh, look at her little bonnet. But kind, y'all. We love y'all.
Love y'all. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Lord, you have a good feast turning up. And also, if you are in the South Georgia or Middle Georgia or North Florida area, we have a baking business on Praise the Most High, Bakeville Loven. You know, check us out. Whatever you need for your Purim, you know, if you need a Purim cake, cupcakes, whatever. Our Instagram is baked with. I'll put it in the chat. But y'all support, Lord willing, and like we said, whatever you, if you need some sweet treats for your feast day needs, we are here to at your service, Lord willing. So we only do middle Georgia, South Georgia, and North Florida as of right now. As of right now, we do not ship. So yeah. So Lord, have a good feast. Kale, how about Shemashah? What Kale, how about Shemashah? How about We love y'all. Lord, it's edifying, and we say Shalawam.
Shalawam. All praise the Most High.
All praise the Most High. No, we do not ship.
Not yet.